let's go up. Oh, and see if you have now the right code. 0, oh, 1, 3, and 7. Now, okay, I did the wrong math before. Okay. When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming and calling in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trisha crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off of Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. I wish I could be of any help. Scott was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought about that. I could never ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me so mad. I feel confused. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. Her condition has been getting worse over the past few weeks, and no one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott's being released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott should have been released at all, despite the insufficient evidence he killed Vivian. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian, a key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he would like to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. Vivian's death has caused lots of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did. Wow. Looks like a desk key. We opened everything here. Wait, what is this one? Oh my god, it is! Oh, no, don't close. Vivian Roberts. I thought we live in the same house. Charles and I hardly speak to each other. I know that he's been feeling guilty ever since his affair, but that was 20 years ago. It's high time I forgive him. Out loud. Next, I need to work things out with Trisha. I've been objecting her relationship with Scott for quite some time, and in doing so, Trisha is avoiding me. I haven't been a good mother, but I want to be there whenever she needs me from now. I just want things to go back the way they were. The agency has arranged for a new guy to help me. His name is Owen Smith. Quite a young man for what he has accomplished during our meeting. Owen asked me many things, as if he was interviewing me. The brief introduction turned out to be hours long. However, by the end of it, he said he has everything he needed and will get things moving right away. I have a good feeling about him. Owen called to meet with me today. He had the papers ready for me to sign. He said that the location of the exhibition is being approved. All we need is the down payment. That's great. I signed the papers almost immediately. After that, I informed our accountant, Helen, to transfer the money from the Roberts Relief Fund since the hospital won't be needing it for a while. Owen's been a great help since we brought up the idea of an art gallery for the public. I'm not sure if things could have gone so quickly if I had been some other agent. if it had been some other agent. I own him that much. The art gallery will open in 3 months. I'm so excited about it. We have received most of the artwork from the contributors and artists. All I need is to ask Charles if he would be willing to donate some of his paintings. If this exhibition successed, it would be good for us and for Painscreek. I haven't felt this alive in a very long time. I have a proposal now. Okay, now we find the last key. And as I said, I think I'm gonna go visit Wanda and Dorothy's house, because I'm pretty sure I need to use the tools there somewhere. So let's go there. Alright, we're at Wanda's house first, and let's see if there is the drawer we need to open. Because I really don't remember if it's Wanda's or Dorothy's drawer. Alright. It's upstairs. I think it was in the bedroom. Let's see. And not this one. Oh. It was this one, yeah, okay. And it's this one. Oh, I can, nice. Okay, City of New Jersey, Department of Child. Okay. Dear Mrs. Wanda Tyler, after almost 5 months of sessions, your son, Derek Tyler, is now much better. Oh, he was in a psychiatric department, okay. We are still unable to get him to talk much, but he has chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through writing text, which is a breakthrough for him. During his last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving at me. Mom was crying, and their tears dripped onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wanted to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noise when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet when I opened the back door. Kitty flew away. There were noise behind the wall fences. There's a door that's always locked, but there's a light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying. Then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Derek has since been very quiet. We haven't been able to grasp fully if what he wrote was real or imaginary. Nevertheless, we are concerned with his situation. Kindly get back to us so we can discuss further steps in helping him. The school called. The principal told me that the kids have been calling Derek names, saying that he's a bastard child. I know that Derek wants to know where his father is. I don't know what to say to him. The school called me again and told me that Derek puked a bird. Puked a bird nest till it fell off the green. After that, he stoned the chicks to death. Oh my god. This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. The principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would cause him to act like this. I could not tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. Oh! He was only 5 when that happened. And Wanda knew that? Derek stopped going to school. He told me school isn't for him. I should not have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottling up his emotion all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling him. Wait, Derek knew about everything? That's messed up. I mean, whoa. Literally, whoa. Okay, what else should we do now? Alright, picture. Where is this? What's the button for? Oh, down the light. But where? Is it in one of these? There is a button down the lamp. Let me see all the lights. Is there anywhere else where it has this kind of lamps? Is it in dimension? Is it the same kind of lamps? Okay, no, there isn't lamps here. So where else did we find that lamp? Is there anywhere else with that kind of lights? Oh wait, there are some here. No, but they don't look like that. I mean, there are some here, but they still don't look the same. They look slightly the same, but not the same. Alright, so we are back. I did a small break for a few days. Yeah, let's just go on. The first thing that came in my mind was there is a secret place here at the Anne courtyard. That we didn't last time. We didn't find it. Like, you know, they say it was somewhere in the like, how do you call it, reception? I think it was inside the reception. So first of all, I want to see if we find this place. And the other thing that came in my mind is we were at Dorothy's house and there was a box with the name Sophia. And I totally forgot that we have this necklace. And on this necklace, there is a number. Yeah. And the thing is, we found this necklace where Sophia was, you know, thrown down the seawall. Seawall? Is that how you say it? Maybe we can, like, you know, use this code for the box. So these are the two things I actually want to try. So there must be like a secret somewhere here. I mean, I think they said it was like the reception or something like that. And this box, I still can't do anything. I want to see. Oh, I want to see the pictures I took last time. Yeah, we found the knife. Yeah, and I also want to go to Oliver's place again because we need a shovel, right, for the time capsule, and the shovel should be at Oliver's. So I actually want to see if I can find anything. Is there anything here? Oh, there is. Ah, bunny. I can't move it. Okay. Oh, logbook. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it that someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police ceased their own search. It's a tragedy that Vivian's murder case was never solved. You're right. Who actually, you know, asked Steve Moss to come, like the investigator? That's actually another question. We need to find that out. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving Painscreek soon as his service won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent death in Painscreek affected him tremendously. Not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son, Scott. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused? Yeah, good question. Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me. See if I know anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough that he needed. It was the year that Scott was born, right? As he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. Yeah, like Sophia, the one who left. Not really left. Okay, we found it. Nice. Okay, so we found this place. Now I think we're going to Dorothy's house and see if we can give like the code to the box. Maybe, I don't know if it is, but I think that's the only thing it could be, right? Yeah, here. Okay, I need to set the code first. 0526. Okay, let's try it. 0526. It is nice. So this is the first thing we have from Sophia. Dear Sophia, how have you been? I hope everyone is treating you well at the mansion. It's been 6 months since my missionary work started here in Indonesia. Life here is hard but meaningful. This is Matthew? I thought my life at the orphanage was miserable, but after coming here I realized I am blessed more than I could ever imagine. I'm supposed to be back in 1 week's time, but I recently decided that I will be extending my stay here for another 6 months. I haven't received any letters from you for a while now. I hope you are doing well. Remember the time when we were at the orphanage, you said that you don't want to be poor anymore. I think God heard your call and brought you to Painscreek. Charles and Vivian told me they were glad I introduced you to them. They said you are a hard-working person with a kind heart, and that us being related was not the reason they hired you. You got the job on your own merit. I did not know whether or not to tell them we are not actually cousins. I feel bad for lying to them. I guess I will have to tell them the truth someday. Having said that, I'm glad that you are in Painscreek. We can talk and meet anytime, just like the good old days at the orphanage. I will do my best here. I hope you can wait for me. Best regards, Matthew Brooks. P.S. I have prepared a special present for your birthday. Wait for my telegram that day. So it was Matthew, and yeah, they aren't cousins, so yeah. But I mean, Matthew is like Scott's father. I don't think he would do anything to Sophia, especially because the ones who killed Sophia was Andrew, Vivian, and Doctor, right? So yeah, no. At least he found out and he did anything to these 3 people. That could also be. I know some people don't like me. Wanda always picks on me and Bernard ignores me most of the time. Andrew, well, he's okay as long as I'm not in his garden. Dorothy cares a lot for me though. I like her. Tom, our security guard, treats me with respect even though I'm just a housemaid. Vivian and Charles are kind to me. And Matthew too. I almost forgot about him. He's been taking care of me forever, certainly as long as I can remember. I'm a lucky girl. Matthew talks to me whenever he has time. Sometimes I feel he's trying to escape his chores at the church. We will talk about everything under the sun, our hopes, dreams, future. It reminds me of our days at the orphanage. Landing a job here as a maid was the best thing that could have happened to me. However, I never imagined I would be having an affair with a married man, let alone any employer. It was end of 2074. No, 2074. 1974. Now I'm carrying his child. How do I face Matthew? Okay, she already knew here that she was pregnant. I received a letter from Matthew today, saying that he will be extending his stay in Indonesia for 6 more months. That's always been him. He's always had a noble heart, wanting to help people anywhere. I miss him, but I'm glad he decided to extend his stay there. It gives me time to prepare how I will explain my situation to him. I don't know how he will take it. If he just hears the truth blurt out once he gets back. I received a telegram this morning from Matthew wishing me a happy birthday. He told me he had a special birthday present prepared for me. All I need to do is to find the clues that he placed in our favorite places. He's waiting for my telegram after I've solved the puzzle. Wait, the favorite places. Oh, maybe I have to go find that. I've actually solved it already, but I don't know what to say to him. What should I do? My baby was born today. Okay. At 8:20 a.m. And it's a boy. He looks just like Charles. Dorothy taking good care of us. She prepares the food and attends to my needs. I almost feel like I'm her boss. Charles visits me all the time, asking if we need anything else. I told him he didn't have to come so often, and to instead focus on work. As a mayor, he must have a lot on his mind. Charles told me today that his mother, Magdalene, will be arriving in 2 weeks. She knows about our relationship. Oh, she knew. Oh. I feel nervous because she's a strict woman. At the same time, I'm happy because she told Charles to take responsibilities for me and my son. Yeah, because he always wanted a boy, so because she had a boy, she was like, okay, we are now best friends, you know. Soon I won't have to be a maid anymore. Charles has decided to name our child Vincent Roberts. I like that name. Okay, so she knew about it. Probably this is another reason why Vivian hated her, because she knew that Magdalene knew that Charles had an affair with a maid and had a child with him, and she was happy. She wasn't even mad because it was a boy, you know. Okay, what should we do? Let me see if I can find the favorite places. Okay, I will try to do something else first. I wrote it down. I hope I can find it then. But what I also want to do is actually to go to the Olivers, because there should be a shovel somewhere, and last time I didn't see it. So we are here somewhere. Okay, it's here. It should be big, right? It's locked. So, oh, there it is. Can we pick it? We can. Nice. Okay, so we got the shovel. That means we can go to the cemetery and find a time capsule. The thing is, we don't have the key. Is that maybe in another place? And there is something I came to my mind too. We need to find Calvin's birthday. I want to see if in the cemetery there is someone called Calvin. Maybe we can find it there, because I literally looked everywhere and I couldn't find anything. But this is literally the only place I could think about. So, there is a big stone. But here needs to be... Here's a stone too, but can we do anything here? Oh! Oh! Is this a place? It is! Can I... Scott is gone and Teresa is there. How did this happen? We held Teresa's funeral last week. There could have been more people. There should have been more. This village will be barren in a few months to a year. This is a letter from Derek, probably? My generation is just moving out, and the old generation is simply dying out. I will also be leaving this here soon. So they all went, like, they died before Derek left, because he wanted to leave, right? Once my mother passes on, once I can't take of her any longer. The night Vivian died, I saw Scott meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. Oh, it's really loud. I couldn't hear the details, but I could tell they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him. I watched him through the window till early morning, all the time thinking how we have drifted so far. How could Trisha choose him over me? Am I not good enough for her? Okay. The police questioned me when Scott was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it, but I decided not to tell them what I knew. With Scott locked up, I could have a chance to be with Trisha. Really? He was your friend? I didn't expect that this small omission on my part would lead to Scott's death. Yeah, see? When Scott died, Trisha ended her life. In a way, I too died that way. I never wished for Scott to die, nor Trisha. I hope they can forgive me. Derek Tyler. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. There's another one. Oh, that's probably why the code never worked. Okay, wait. My notes are so bad, I can't even read them anymore. Yeah, and there's another thing we still didn't get, like the number, the book. The study room. So we have two things to do, the bookshelf and this code here, like I think this is on the desk. So yeah, good to know. Secret of Painscreek, hidden room in study room. Yeah, okay. Secret room above father's room. Oh! Underground secret passage. Future Detective Scott. Okay. The secret room at the church. Did we find already? I don't think so. Alright, so... Where's the box? Trisha, congratulations. I will always love you, from Mom. Oh, it's so cute. Picture. Derek, Trisha, Scott. Oh, was painted by Derek? Best friends forever. But if you think about it, they were little best friends, and in the end Trisha and Scott were like half brothers, and they were together, and oh my god, it's so big story. Alright, so yeah, I want to look if I found somewhere someone called Calvin. Oh, here, Calvin Bennett. Is what do you mean? It's, I think, his birthday. Okay. Can do anything more here? I mean, there is another door that is closed, but I don't have any key. Yeah, I don't have any key. Can I use this? No. Alright, okay. So what else could we do? Actually, I think if we are here at the cemetery, let's go to the church and see if we can find any secret room at the father's, I think Father's Matthew room. It says it is above. So let's try and find it. Okay, where was Father Matthew's room? Oh, and if you are here, you can also use the Calvin's birthday on the... How are they called? Like the convention room? Okay, I can't find anything here. But you know what? I want to go to convention room. Okay, so Calvin's birthday. Let's see if we can put the number here. Ah, why can't I? Ah, it's so difficult. Okay, whoa. Okay, probably like October 10th. 24 and 02. Like this? It is! Oh my god, okay. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, the other side. Let's crunch to the place. Okay, so what did they say? 10? 24, yeah, 24. And 0, 2. Oh. Okay. Wow. Dear Father Calvin. I always want to say Kelvin. This is a letter about the things that I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Mrs. Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in, and I dare not speak to you in public. Hence this letter. I accompanied Mrs. Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. It was rumored that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha, that she had to stay in PCH for rehabilitation for several months. During the time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. Okay, who is this? 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Mrs. Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. Yeah, okay. That's good. I mean, she knew that Magdalene wasn't against it, so why would she leave, I mean, she didn't leave Magdalene. I mean, why would people believe that? The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that. Mrs. Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed. Like the doctor gave these pills, like, to Vivian, I think, and then she died of this pill. Were the pills, I think? Away from a heart attack, yeah. What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition, and it had been affecting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. Oh my god. The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. All she needed was to rest as much as she could, and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Mrs. Roberts did not stop the search. Did not create stress on her? Did that create stress on her? Yes, but should it have killed her? According to the physical attending to Mrs. Roberts back home, no, definitely not within such a short time span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder who could have wanted Mrs. Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Mrs. Roberts? Yeah, there was a connection indeed. I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am now in no such position, and I am afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I am trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sylvia Eden. Who is this? Okay. So this was about Calvin's birth.